What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I'd like to give you guys my post-game thoughts for our victory over the New York Jets. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to give my post-game thoughts for our victory over the New York Jets. This was a really tough game, hard-fought game. Nasty weather with rain and cold, but our Atlanta Falcons found a way to pull out this game and go on a 2-game winning streak. We now sit at 6-6 on the season, and we're currently still in first place in the NFC South with a big matchup coming up against our arch rivals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this coming Sunday. But this was a huge victory for our Atlanta Falcons, getting this victory over the New York Jets. As I mentioned, it was a really tough fought game, and our Atlanta Falcons did suffer a lot of injuries in this game. Came out that Drew Dalman suffered an injury in this game. Caleb McGarry, our right tackle, also came away with a knee injury in this game. They're stating that it's not season ending, but he will miss a couple games possibly. Also in this game, linebacker Nate Landman also suffered a knee injury as well. They're saying he could possibly miss some time. And we also, Jeff Okudah suffered an ankle injury. AJ Terrell in this game came away with a concussion where he was concussed during the game. So he's also day-to-day. But we had a lot of key injuries in this game. A really tough fought game for our Atlanta Falcons. Good news is we were able to squeak out a victory. But we do have a lot of injuries on this team right now. And moving forward, I think this Atlanta Falcons team will be fine because we have depth on this roster. But guys like Caleb McGarry, Drew Dalman, your offensive lineman, AJ Terrell, and these guys, these are key players to our Atlanta Falcons team. Good news, we have depth on the roster. But this was a really physical, hard-fought game between the New York Jets. And I mentioned prior to this game that I believe that the New York Jets has the best defense that this Atlanta Falcons team has faced all season. And we've seen that on Sunday. We kind of struggled to move the ball against the New York Jets because it was a nasty weather, raining, cold out there. But we found a way to get the W. And as they always say, good teams find a way to win close games by any means necessary. And our Atlanta Falcons found a way in this game. The defense really stepped up. They've been playing really well over the last couple weeks, 9 straight quarters, and they haven't given up a touchdown in 9 straight quarters, which is huge. 2 consecutive games in a row where we didn't give up a touchdown, both against the Saints and then again this week against the Jets. So shouts out and hats off to this Atlanta Falcons defense. Guys really stepped up in this game. Guys like Clark Phillips, the cornerback, the first-year cornerback, the rookie out of Utah. He played really well in this game when AJ Terrell went out with that concussion. He did a good job of being physical, coming up and making tackles. And he did a pretty good job against Garrett Wilson, the #1 wide receiver for the New York Jets in this game. Guys like Bud Dupree really stepped up in this game, coming away with 2 sacks and a forced fumble and 7 tackles in this game. Also, Arnold Ebiketie came up with a crucial sack in this game as well in the 4th quarter. And Richie Grant was able to force a fumble in this game late in the game. And early in the game, Nate Landman came up with a key forced fumble where he punched the ball out, which he's been doing. Both him and Jesse Bates have been doing that all season, punching the ball out in crucial moments. He had a big forced fumble and forced turnover for our Atlanta Falcons. Then, of course, Mr. Reliable himself, Jesse Bates, came away with another interception for our Atlanta Falcons to, stem the tide and basically keep that momentum going in our favor. So as I mentioned, The defense really played really, really well. They've been playing really, really well all season, but really have done a great job within the last 2 to 3 games, especially the last 2 games with not giving up touchdowns, playing that bend but don't break defense, which has been really crucial for our Atlanta Falcons. Um, on the offensive side of the ball, we did a good job, Desmond Ridder, of protecting the football. No interceptions in this game, no fumbles in this game that we lost. On the first play of the game, he did actually fumble the ball, but we were able to recover it. So good news is the offense did a good job in this game of playing complementary football. They did a good job of running the ball and getting guys like Kyle Pitts involved in this game. I believe Kyle Pitts was the most had the most targets in this game in the passing game, but I think we did a pretty good job of mixing run and pass in this game. I do want to see a little bit more of Tyler Algier and Cordell Patterson. They did a good job of feeding Bijan Robinson, but I do still want to see them get Tyler Algier a little bit more involved in these games, both him and Cordell Patterson, because when we're using that three-headed monster in the backfield, this team is really hard to stop. But outside of that, I really think that this was a pretty solid game for our Atlanta Falcons. They did what it took to win this game. I really feel like they had a really good game plan of not doing too much because they knew that it was going to be bad weather. And they did a pretty good job of just keeping the ball on the ground. They did attempt to throw the ball down the field a couple times, but for the most part, because it was bad weather, the ball like it was sailing out there, and we really weren't able to hit guys. Desmond Ridder wasn't really able to hit guys deep down the field with his passes because of the weather conditions. But with that being said, that's pretty much my thoughts on this game. Like I stated, the Falcons found a way to win this game. And that's all I wanted to see this Atlanta Falcons team do in this game. I didn't believe the New York Jets would be able to put up enough points to keep up with our Atlanta Falcons, and that turned out to be the case in this game, where they weren't able to even put up a touchdown in this game, and the Falcons was able to get after them on the defensive side of the ball. The offensive side of the ball just did a good job of, as I mentioned, playing complementary football, not forcing the action. And that really bode well for this team, especially in this game. Shouts out to Bradley Pinion on flipping the field with some great punts in this game, which pinned them deep on their end of the field. He kept putting them within the 10-yard line. He did a really good job of flipping field position for us in this game. But that pretty much was the difference in the game, is our Falcons keeping them out of the end zone, only allowing a couple field goals. But with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on this Atlanta Falcons victory. As I mentioned, we do have a big game coming up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which will be a home game for our Atlanta Falcons. Another crucial game as we keep pushing towards the playoffs. Hopefully we get this win and possibly get even one step closer and continue this 2-game winning streak. Let's make it 3 games. But with that being said, this be your boy Jew. You guys give me your thoughts on this game of our Atlanta Falcons coming away with a 2-game winning streak and defeating the New York Jets. But I have a lot more content coming for you guys. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.